Master SWTOR, we've arrived at Belsavis. Have you learned anything?
The Empire just launched a surprise attack there. Dangerous prisoners are free from their cells to wreak havoc down on the surface.
A mere diversion. The Emperor has only one true goal: the annihilation of all life on this world.
Wiping out an entire planet isn't easy.
We don't know how the Emperor intends to destroy all life on Belsavis. We do have one lead. Intelligence indicates a high-ranking Imperial named Executor Kranus recently arrived on world.
Kranus is a pure-blooded Sith, fanatically loyal to the Emperor. Whatever the plan is, he's the one tasked with carrying it out.
He can't carry out the plan if he's dead.
Anna Tabord, a member of our order, is already on the surface looking for Kranus. She'll help you find the Executor, but she isn't strong enough to stop him. That task falls on you.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only Jedi getting anything done.
We all serve in our own way. You are our greatest warrior, and our best hope. Go to the planet's surface and meet Anna at the coordinates I'm sending you now. May the Force be with you.
Whoa, hold on. You're the Jedi who was supposed to meet Anna, right? I know what this looks like, but I told her to wait for you. She wanted to go outside, scout the area. I warned her if the Imperials didn't get her, the escaped convicts would. Anna didn't listen.
I want your name and rank, soldier.
I'm not a soldier. Name's Pac Taldine. I work here. Anna heard I know Belsavis better than anyone, and asked me to help her. I had no idea what I was signing up for. And I just want to get out of this alive.
Jedi aren't easy to kill. What happened to Anna?
She crawled back from her scouting mission, wounded and barely alive. Said she escaped from an Imperial patrol. I tried to help her, but I'm not a medtech. She told me everything she learned out there, right up to her last breath. None of it was good news.
Anna might have been overmatched here, but I'm a lot stronger than she was.
The least I can do is tell you what you're up against. Anna told me the Imperials are entrenched by the main reactor. They were taking orders from a pure-blood Sith. They have heavy weapons and a ray shield protecting their position. Nobody's moving them from that reactor anytime soon.
Even with an entire army, they don't stand a chance against a Jedi.
That's what Anna thought. You'll never get past the Imperial shields before their heavy weapons mow you down. We need a plan.
You've never seen me in action. I make my plans up as I go.
You try and smash your way through, you'll die. Let's be smart about this. If you overload the energy relays feeding the sector's power grid, you could knock down that ray shield. We've got ion charges here. We could plant one at each power relay, detonate them simultaneously, and short out the Imperial defenses.
Give me the ion charges. Keep an eye on Anna's remains. See they're treated with respect.
Contact me when all the charges are in place. I'll detonate them from this control room. Good luck. And watch your back.
Pac, the ion charges are all in place. Take down that Sith ray shield.
I read you. Detonating the ion charges now. I cleared the way. Now comes the fun part. Taking on Sith heavy weapons. Good luck. I'll be standing by.
I've been expecting you. The fool who defied the Emperor's glorious will. Do you even understand what you threw away when you turned against him? Do you realize what others would give to serve his bidding?
Nobody controls me. Not even the Emperor. My mind is my own.
We all have masters, Jedi. You simply chose the Council over the Emperor. You'll regret that. I suppose I should thank you. You might have become the Emperor's right hand, usurped my lover's rightful place.
Colonel Harith, status report.
The reactor is offline and this area is sealed, Executor. The Jedi is here. Our distraction worked perfectly.
As soon as I'm done killing Colonel Harith, you're next.
You don't understand. We do not fear death, we embrace it. Soon all life on this world will be destroyed. You, me, Kranus, all of us sacrifice for the Emperor's glory. He will become immortal, all-powerful. He will raise up all those who served with true devotion, and together we will rule the galaxy.
The Emperor can't bring you back to life. The dark side only brings destruction.
You refuse to see the truth. I don't have to defeat you, just slow you down. You've lost.
We will meet again at the Emperor's side, my love.
Let death take us all.
Let's get this up and running again.
Thank you for slaying Colonel Harith. Her death at your hand has surely marked her as one of the chosen. She will receive a place of honor when the Emperor grants us eternal life.
You've been brainwashed. The Emperor has filled your head with false promises so you'll throw your lives away for him.
I may not feel the Force as you do, Jedi, but I know its power transcends death. The spirits of ancient Sith linger in their tombs. Dead Jedi Masters guide their former Padawans. I've heard the tales. I know the truth. This delay has cost you. Now you cannot stop what is to come. The Emperor's will is inevitable.
Pack, come in. Executor Kranis isn't here. He's already gone deeper into the prison.
Maybe we can track him using the prison surveillance systems. Let me see what I can cook up. Republic reinforcements are finally on their way to secure that generator. Head back to my position. I'll start searching for Kranis. I'm picking up lots of chatter on the comm network. Here, listen to this.
Alert! This is Dr. Gantrell. Our sector is overrun. We've taken refuge inside one of the unused containment vaults.
This is the only distress call we can send. Can't risk those blood-skinned fiends tracking our signal. Dr. Gantrell, out.
What does Dr. Gantrell do for the prison? Is he a medic?
No, a scientist. Dr. Gantrell and his team were working in the high-security wing. Clearance way beyond my position. They all have subdermal tracking chips, so the Republic can locate them in an emergency. Dr. Gantrell must have figured we'd use the chips to find which vault they're hiding in.
Just give me the coordinates.
The Imperials disabled all the monitoring stations, but if you repair them, I can pinpoint Dr. Gantrell's location.
We can't afford to waste time chasing our tails.
We still don't know the Imperials plan to destroy Belsavis, but there must be a reason he's after Dr. Gantrell. Call me when you get the monitoring stations up and running. I'll use them to locate the doctor.
Pack, I fixed all the monitoring stations. Locate Dr. Gantrell.
On it. Scanning now. Found his tracking signal. He and his team are in an underground containment vault. Sending you the coordinates now. I hope you get there before Kranis.
You're fast, but not fast enough. Executor Kranis is gone.
Rayful.
It's Commander Rayful now. Thank you for blessing Colonel Harith with a glorious death.
If you're looking for death, I'm happy to oblige.
You mock what you do not understand. Like the Emperor, we draw power from the suffering and death of others. These scientists are not hostages. They are fuel to feed us as we strike you down.
You hadn't come here. We owe you our lives.
That was amazing. Outnumbered, outgunned, but those Imperials never stood a chance.
Pack, how did you see that?
Saw the whole fight in the security hollow. Pretty incredible, and I've seen some good fights.
I wish they would have surrendered. But Kranis' troops are determined to fight to the death.
Kranis is what the Imperials called their leader. He took Dr. Gantrell.
Took him? His tracking chip says he's right there.
The Sith carved it out of the doctor's skin and threw it in the corner. He screamed the whole time.
I would have done the same thing if I didn't want my prisoner tracked.
Kranis may be a fanatic, but he's no fool.
You have to find Dr. Gantrell. Our project is too important to fall into enemy hands.
Kranis wouldn't drag a prisoner around without a good reason.
The Imperials demanded access to the prison's power core, but those levels are sealed. There's only one key to the core, and we secure it inside the main research vault. Only Dr. Gantrell can open it.
Kranis wants to wipe out all life on Belsavis. Is it possible to do that using the power core?
He wants to what? That's insane.
Yes, but but is it possible?
If the core was breached, the resulting blast would rip Belsavis apart, but the Imperials would be killed too.
All we have to do is find Kranis before he gets that key from the research vault.
Wait. There's more. Our team created a number of advanced warfare prototypes by combining Republic and alien technology. When the Empire attacked, we hid the weapons in one of the vaults near the Republic settlement. If the prisoners find them...
The only thing I care about is stopping Kranis.
It's hard enough putting down this riot. If the prisoners have advanced weaponry, thousands could die.
Those lives are meaningless. Stopping Kranis is all that matters.
You're a Jedi. You can't turn your back on this.
Clean it up yourselves. The Republic didn't even want the Jedi to know this prison existed.
You think they had any say in it? I'll go deal with those prototypes myself. You just get to the research vault and save Dr. Gantrell.
You've already gained access to the maximum security wing. Impressive. I didn't expect my men to kill you, but I was hoping they'd slow you down.
Your pathetic followers never stood a chance. Neither will you.
The Force is a powerful ally, but I have my own resources, and more than one plan to destroy this world. My commandos are planting explosives along the volcanic rift. The detonation will trigger cataclysmic eruptions. Geysers of molten lava will kill millions, including you.
All these little traps are spreading your forces too thin. You won't have anyone left when I finally catch up with you.
If all goes as planned, that meeting will never happen.
So this is just a distraction.
One you cannot afford to ignore, not unless you want the Emperor to win. If you're going to stop my commandos, I suggest you hurry. I'll press on without you. I'm sure you understand.
Huh?
Dr. Gantrell, I presume.
You arrived just in time. That beast was about to eat me alive.
That thing may have scared you, but it wasn't a big deal for me.
I'm glad to hear it, because we have a much larger problem. Kranis took the key to the prison's power core. He intends to destroy it. Do you have any idea what that means?
Yes. He'll wipe out all life on Belsavis.
It's far, far worse than that. The power core derives energy from hyperspace itself. A detonation will send shockwaves at light speed. Belsavis's destruction is only the beginning. The shockwaves will annihilate this entire system and consume the ones adjacent to it. Trillions will die.
You know a lot. I don't understand why Kranis didn't kill you.
He thought it would be more amusing to let the creatures down here devour me. Please don't leave me. Seal me inside of one of the empty vaults until the Republic regains control.
Stick close. I'll get you to safety.
Don't take the bait. Leave him.
But you're a Jedi. You can't just leave me here to die.
I can't put your life above 1 trillion others. I'm sorry.
You're too late. The Jedi Knight charges are in place. Even you won't be able to stop them all in time.
There's nowhere left to run. I'm putting an end to your madness.
We're all going to die here. The difference is, I'll live again.
Niming bagi naya, napikara hikap, naya karak, bawa jamgun, nepin memna.
The enemy is on a suicide mission. Take them out!
For the Emperor's glory! Die and be reborn!
Unuk inu memnu,
Amka kammem perolak palak.
Colonel Bartov?
Oraka kem yu amkam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak. Kanam jiwanemok. Hemgam yamanaya angam.
It would be easier if she just contacted me on my holo.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Nikag agak kip nebab. Naya amgam barakeki.
Colonel Bartov, I was told you wanted to see me.
First, let me express my gratitude. Your actions saved many Republic soldiers.
Your special forces were invaluable during the battle with Executor Kranis.
I'll make sure their actions are properly recognized. It isn't every day soldiers are praised by a Jedi. I won't waste your time, but there's something I need you to clear up for me. My forces apprehended this prisoner during the riots. I need to know why one of the galaxy's worst criminals was helping you.
I thought Pac was one of the guards. You're telling me he's one of the inmates?
It's true. I came here a decade ago as a prisoner, and I deserved it. I did things you don't want to know about. Being on Belsavis, surrounded by scum just like me, it opened my eyes. Even if I could never leave here, I could still change. It took years, but I did it. The warden made me an honorary guard. Said I earned that.
You worked hard to turn your life around, and he rewarded you for it.
I'm trying to make up for the terrible things I've done. The warden gave me that chance.
So you claim. Unfortunately, we have no evidence to support your story. It's possible the records were destroyed in all the chaos. However, it's also possible you're lying.
Whatever he used to be, he's changed. I couldn't have saved Belsavis without him.
Now you see my dilemma. I don't want to imprison someone who doesn't deserve it, but I don't want to set a criminal free.
If the warden made Pac a guard, someone knows about it. Keep him in the holding cell until you find the truth.
That sounds reasonable. Pac, you'll stay here until we get this all straightened out.
Guess it's better than going back into Gen Pop.
I'm sure you have business elsewhere. Thank you again for everything you did here.
Master SWTOR, Executor Kranis and his followers are dead. Belsavis is safe.
The galaxy is in your debt once again, but I fear this is far from over.
The Emperor would never devote all his resources to Belsavis. We must find his other targets.
There is a rumor of high-ranking Sith gathering at a remote Imperial space station, allegedly on the Emperor's orders. One of our best scouts volunteered to investigate. He's disappeared.
Rumors are good bait to lure a desperate Jedi.
That, or the rumors are correct. Jomar Chul attempted to infiltrate the Imperial space station where the Sith are meeting, and hasn't checked in since. I know you and Jomar have had differences, but I believe he's onto something.
If the Emperor is involved, this may reveal his plans.
This is worth pursuing.
I'm transmitting coordinates to the space station. I have no advice for getting inside.
Leave that to me.
May the Force be with you.
So, when do I get my own Padawan? Always wanted to be a teacher.
Patience. You'll have your wish someday, and that student will be in excellent hands.
Be a shame not to share my wisdom. Been racking it up fast lately. Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Got a hypothetical moral dilemma for you. Say you could only save the Republic or the Jedi Order. Which would you choose and why? Don't think. Answer.
We're all that prevents the Sith from conquering the galaxy. Without us, there'd be no Republic.
Excellent answer, my Padawan. Have a sweet flat cake. See? I'd make a nifty master. Learn from the best, after all.
Master Jedi, I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
Nothing matters but the success of the mission, Sergeant.
Exactly, Master Jedi. The first squad I commanded after making Sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
I assume you got more than you bargained for?
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10 to 1. We were outmanned and outgunned, but we achieved our objective, freed all the POWs, and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
They must have been remarkable soldiers.
They are. Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost. Master Jedi, our downtime has had a positive impact on my battle readiness. I believe I'm 14.2% more prepared for combat now.
What? What does that even mean?
It's a statistical analysis of, well, I won't bore you with the details. I've had a lot of time to think. I've forgotten what that was like.
Relax while you can, Sergeant. There's more fighting ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking about my original squad. I haven't seen any of them since we liberated that POW camp. They seem to be on active duty, but I can't find any mention of commendations or recognition. They should be decorated soldiers.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Carson, Nadja, Eckert, that whole squad has simply vanished.
One might almost believe that you considered those soldiers people.
They'd be most valuable to the Republic deployed on the front. This just doesn't make sense to me. Finally tracked down my old squad mates, Master Jedi. Wishing I hadn't. General Garza recruited them into the Special Forces Black Ops program. But now, they're in a detention facility on Berun, convicted of war crimes.
War crimes are a serious charge. How did your old squad go from being heroes to convicted criminals?
Black Ops doesn't make heroes. It trains killers. If the right targets die, no one complains. They renamed my old squad the Surgeons, tasked them with destabilizing the Empire's command structure by removing its best leaders. But the Surgeons didn't just target Imperial commanders. They went after the officers' families. They wanted to send the enemy a message.
That's the sort of communication the Empire needs more of.
Killing civilians only gives the enemy more resolve, puts their backs against the wall. The detention center's warden says my old squad mates are serving life sentences. They're young. That's a lot of years to spend in cages. The next time I get nostalgic and curious, Master Jedi, give me a planet to invade.
Your people speaking of the Empire sound like a distorted echo. When I was born, we thought the rest of the galaxy to be mystery and legend. We had been alone for 1,000 years.
What was it like? I can't even imagine.
We were what you made us. In my youth, Jedi were how you threatened errant children. Obey your masters or the Jedi will obliterate you. For thousands of years, we had total control of 100 star systems. Then the Jedi drove us to the farthest fringe of the galaxy.
The Emperor had subjugated thousands of species. Every non-Force user was enslaved.
They were safe and served to their own capability. This is hardly worth debating. I gain nothing from understanding how your Republic's fools view the galaxy. I am surprised that once your council finishes its brainwashing, any Jedi has a spine left to oppose the Emperor. Perhaps you are young enough to still cultivate the strength of the Sith.
I'm open to Sith tricks. What have you got?
The dark side is no trick, Jedi. When you release the control the Jedi Council has drilled into you, when you feel anger in your every connection to the Force, when you accept that a woman must use any means necessary to prove her strength, then you will have discovered the dark side. I do not know how more to prepare you to face the Emperor. What has your training been? All I know of Jedi ways is from Revan. Surely they have changed in 300 years.
Not as much as you'd think.
That is the great failing of both our peoples. We do not change. When I step onto Korriban, I'm always surprised to see the same training I saw 3 centuries ago. Only my visions set me apart, made them bring me before the Emperor. In his presence, I first saw who he was and what he planned.
You should have cut his throat. Saved us all a lot of trouble.
I would have been rent to pieces before my hand touched the hilt of my lightsaber. I alone could not defeat him, so I chose to wait for one who could. I thought Revan and the Jedi Exile were my chance.
Revan and the Jedi Exile are legends. What were they like?
It should not have surprised anyone that Revan turned Sith. He knew you cannot fight the dark side without understanding it. The Exile was harder to read. Even with all she had done, she never trusted herself. With Revan, she was his student again. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the Exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift.
Is that when he made you his executioner?
The only way to live long enough to find the Jedi who would kill the Emperor, to find you, was to convince him to trust me. He took my offering and gave me a place at his side. He gave me immortality. It was a gift, but not without its price.
Old Doc's always been more of a lover than a fighter. But I had to up my game since you came around. It's not easy looking good when you're fighting next to a Jedi. But I figured out the trick.
Care to clue me in before our next big battle?
Let's just say I'm getting a new nickname. Dr. Knockout. Yep. Next time we're surrounded by the scum of the galaxy, they're gonna be sorry they met me.
I don't believe this! We missed the party of the Millennium last night. It's all over the holonet. Music, dancing, attractive people. We could have been a part of it if we hadn't been on the wrong side of the galaxy, saving everyone's lives as usual. 2 heroes of the Republic would have been colossal at that shindig. Infinite opportunities for romance. We would have had it made.
I'm the famous hero of the Republic. You're just my loyal sidekick.
I prefer the term wingman, and you wouldn't even know about these parties if I wasn't around to tell you. I'm in the prime of my life, and I'm spending it with people who enjoy running around on exploding planets. All I want is to abuse our fame just for one night. Is that so wrong?
This is Station Korriban's flame to unidentified vessel. You have violated Imperial space. Submit your security clearance or be destroyed.
Someone ordered 16 tons of refresher flushing modules. I'm here to deliver.
Transmitting clearance code now.
Stand by while I... We're so pleased you're here, Grand Moff. You'll find our security airtight.
That is unlikely.
I've cleared a docking bay for you. Please proceed with your landing, sir.
For the moment, they believe I am Grand Moff Fresh. But this ruse will not hold. Prepare to kill everyone.
Haven't you noticed? I don't leave survivors.
Your most admirable quality. Don't waste any time. Destroy the enemy while we have the elements of surprise.
Right on time. You're practically a droid. I knew if I applied the right stimulus, you couldn't resist coming here.
Something's wrong with Leha. She's not herself. She tricked me.
Jomar was chasing proof you'd fallen to the dark side. He fell into my trap like a greedy child. You were just as easy.
I came to kill high-ranking Sith, but I'll settle for you. Back down while you still can.
Please, don't hurt her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Poor boy. You think you love me, but what we shared in secret on Tython was only a shadow of true passion.
They indulged their base desires. Impressive.
I'll show you true ecstasy, Jomar. But first things first.
Attack me and die. It's that simple.
You remember the meaties? I gave my little droid friends a few upgrades I think you'll enjoy. Briefly.
Stop! 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 Where are we?
Leha, it's me. You're going to be all right.
My poor droids. How did we get here?
You and the Emperor set this trap. Why?
I can feel the Emperor's presence. He hates you. The things he made me do.
Come home to Tython. Master Satil will help you. I have no right to ask you for anything, but the Council doesn't need to know about us. Please, keep our relationship to yourself.
Not only are you a hypocrite, but now you're begging for favors. Considering all the trouble you've caused, the least you can do is offer a little compensation.
You're right. I have something back on Tython that I can send you. My mission wasn't a total failure. I overheard Leha delivering orders from the Emperor to a high-ranking Sith Lord. I couldn't hear details, but I know someone named Lord Fulminus went on a secret mission to the planet Voss.
Lord Fulminus? The Emperor isn't taking any chances with Voss.
I'll take Leha home. Thank you for saving her. Us.
Master Satil, I rescued Jomar and found Leha Nerez. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss. Find Lord Fulminus and stop his plans.
This is Jomar Chul. I appreciate you keeping my relationship with Leha secret. It's allowed me to help her recover. I sent you something I found once during a scouting mission through Imperial territory. It is the most valuable thing I possess. Keep it. Jomar Chul out.